Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can probably guess, this video is going to be going over how much YouTube paid me in 2023. And we'll go over all of my streams of income here on YouTube, including AdSense, brand deals, affiliate marketing, and for the first time ever, YouTube Shorts. So let's get started with AdSense. As always, we're gonna get started in my YouTube Analytics dashboard. So I'm just gonna set this to 2023. And as you can see, in 2023, I got about 371,000 views on my channel, which may not seem like a lot, but it was actually way more than I got in 2022, even though I technically posted way more content in 2022, but we're gonna get into it and I'll explain to you why this happened. So in terms of watch hours, I got right under 18,000 watch hours on my channel, and then I did gain over 6,000 subscribers this year, which once again may not seem like a huge number compared to a lot of other channels, but considering I started the year with only 3,000 subscribers, this was actually a huge growth for me this year. And in terms of the total estimated revenue for 2023, my channel made right under $3,800. And as a reminder, this is just AdSense. And as we all know, AdSense can be very inconsistent. Here you can see that some months I made over $700 in a month from AdSense, and some months I only made like $200. So AdSense is definitely not the kind of income that I would count on. So let's figure out where most of my viewers came from, because I think this is something that tells you a lot about your channel. So in my channel, most of my views came from YouTube search, which is exactly what I wanted, especially when you're a smaller YouTuber. Search is probably going to be your best bet because it is one of the ways for you to get discovered organically. And as always, I use TubeBuddy for all of my SEO optimization. So if you're interested, I'll include the link down below. 2023 was a really big year for me. In fact, I pretty much 3x'd my channel and went from about only 3,000 subscribers to now almost 10,000 subscribers. And just to show you the comparison, it took me almost 2 years to even get to 1,000 subscribers. So this just shows you that, once you start growing and getting consistent on YouTube, you start growing way faster than you expect. So in all transparency, 2023 was not an easy year for me, with moving across the country, buying a house, having a hard time at my full-time job and in my personal life, so I really didn't put in as much time into YouTube as I wanted to this year. However, I'm really proud of the few videos that I did upload this year because I did put a lot of effort into them. There's one video that was responsible for most of my growth this year, which is actually the same video that did really well in 2022 as well. I released it in, I believe, August 2022, which is my Google Ads video. So this video is still by far the most popular video on my channel with over 200,000 views. And considering most of my other videos is still struggling to get 1,000 views, you can probably tell this one did really well. So just with this one video so far, I've made over $2,000. Actually, we are nearing $3,000 mark. Another thing that I think made a really big difference this year is that I have put in way more effort into the quality of my videos. After a couple of years of making YouTube videos and editing most of them myself, I finally learned a few tricks here and there when it comes to improving the quality of my videos. I've also learned to edit way faster and start exploring a whole bunch of different tools that can help me improve the quality of my videos. And one of them is actually the sponsor of today's video, which is vidIO. In case you didn't know, vidIO is an all-in-one web-based video editing platform. And yes, you heard it right, it is web-based, so you don't have to have a fancy computer or pay for overpriced editing software to start making YouTube videos. All you need to do is to open your video editor, upload your video file, and start editing like you would in a typical editing software. They have many great AI tools to help you with your content creation process, including the new AI voice cloning feature. You can use Vid's powerful voice changer and machine learning technology to clone your voice and use it as a personalized voiceover for your content. You can record your voice once and use your voice profile for multiple video projects. All you need to do is to read a quick script for Vid to record your voice. Then you can use the text-to-speech box to generate AI voice cloning audio. Hit generate and this is what you get.
Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos about side hustles, finance, and passive income.
I think that sounded pretty on point. So if you're interested in taking your content to the next level this year, make sure to sign up for vidIO using the link down below. And if you're looking to take your content creation journey to the next level in 2024, vidIO has a special promotion for you right now. For a limited time, you can get a 30% discount on annual Pro and Business Plan subscriptions if you use my link down below. You will get access to exclusive live virtual events and Q&As with video and marketing experts, as well as guides and tips to help elevate content and get over any challenges that so so many content creators face at the beginning of the journey. Most importantly, you'll get access to the invite-only Vid Creator Discord community, where the team partnered with top creators and marketers to answer your burning questions and support with expert tips and tricks. So make sure to sign up today to get your exclusive invite. In addition to improving the quality of my videos, I also decided to put way more effort into the quality of my thumbnails. I think this is very common for a lot of newer YouTubers when you spend, hours and hours, if not days, making a video, and then the thumbnail kind of becomes an afterthought. It's like the last thing that you need to do to get a video out. So that's how I was for the first couple of years here on YouTube. I would spend so much time and energy creating a video, and then I would be too tired by the time I got to the thumbnails. So I would usually just throw something together, and yeah, you can literally tell some of my older thumbnails, they definitely need a lot more work. So this year, I started paying way more attention to different thumbnails. I actually even created this playlist. It's private, but I pretty much just save different thumbnail inspirations from a lot of different YouTubers that I follow here on this platform. And I started pulling different ideas from here and there. The biggest thing I decided to do is to start adding more color to kind of make those thumbnails pop. I also decided to make them way less text heavy and more graphics and numbers heavy, or anything that I felt like would catch the viewer's eye. I also decided to create a thumbnail library, because I honestly don't really like taking pictures of my face anymore now that I'm getting a little bit older. But I've had a few pictures that I've taken and I've just been reusing them for different thumbnails. The main tool that I've been using is Canva, which you can access for free. I do have the premium version, but even the free version has a ton of different features. I'm sure you've heard of Canva before. It is a very common platform that a lot of YouTubers use for different graphics. So yeah, I think thumbnails made a big difference for me this year. Another exciting thing that happened this year is that I actually started getting way more brand deals than ever before. And even though I didn't put up as many videos this year as I wanted to, I can really tell that the effort and the time that you put into something will compound over time and lead to exciting things like brand deals and partnerships. So this year I got a chance to work with some really exciting brands from all kinds of industries, including software, finance, career personality tests, survey companies, and even an apparel brand, which, my husband mostly got to benefit from because it was men's apparel, but it was still really cool because it was the very first PR package that I've ever received, even though it wasn't for me. And even though my sponsorship fees are not anything impressive right now, I'm still at that 3-digit mark right now. But again, considering I don't even have 10,000 subscribers on my channel to be getting any brand deals, let alone so many in a year, is definitely exciting to me. And if you're currently a small content creator and you're looking to land your first brand deal this year, or if you're just a small creator and trying to get more brand deals, I actually recently released a mini course about how you can land brand deals as a small content creator, which you can access for free on Skillshare, or you can also find this course on my website. So the question that I always get is, how come that you're making so much more money than a lot of YouTube channels with way more subscribers and views? And my answer is always going to be the same. It's because of my niche. Most of my videos are all focused on finance topics. So I know I don't talk as heavily about investing or the markets or anything like that, but most of my videos are focused around side hustles and multiple streams of income, which still falls under that business and finance niche. And it's not a secret to anyone at this point, the YouTube channels that are focused on finance, investing, and real estate have a much higher RPM, so it doesn't take me as many views to be making as much money as a lot of larger channels. So the next thing that I also wanted to tell you guys about is that this year was actually the first year when I started playing around with YouTube Shorts. I'm not really a huge short form content kind of person, but this year I decided to play around with them. I do post some short form content on my Instagram if you're curious and want to follow me. It's more so kind of personal and lifestyle type of reels. But anyway, I digress. This year I decided to play around with shorts a little bit more and ended up uploading a few short form videos. Most of them were very simple. They were kind of, funny, money related with some trending audio. And I actually ended up getting thousands of views within the first 2 days with some of them. So after that experiment, I thought, maybe I should try and do more short form content, but obviously life got in the way and I didn't end up making as many short form videos as I wanted, but this is definitely going to be a big focus for me this year. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more short form content from me. I also ended up repurposing some of my long form videos and turned them into short form videos. They didn't perform as well as I was expecting, but I'm just realizing I think it's because a lot of them were longer than what most people like short form content to be. Anyway, this year I learned that you should keep your short form content short. So in terms of my shorts performance, again, I only posted like a few of them. So overall it was about 40,000 views, which is actually not that bad considering I only have maybe like 10 to 15 of them. And then was shown in the feed about 73,000 times. So about half of those times people clicked, which was actually a pretty good click-through rate. And then I got over 1,000 likes, and then it added about 76 subscribers to my channel. And then in terms of revenue, I definitely didn't make much money with YouTube Shorts. So I think all in all, you know, between like short feed ads and YouTube Premium, I only made like less than $3. I think everybody knows that shorts don't make as much money as long form videos just because they're not long enough, so they're not enough ad breaks in between like you would see on full-length videos. So yeah, in terms of like the number of views versus the money, definitely way less than long form content. So the grand total for this year between AdSense, brand deals, shorts, and I know I didn't mention affiliate marketing, but I did kind of an approximate number here. The grand total is $5,684.95, which I think is not that bad considering most of that income was pretty passive. And that is it for me today, guys. I hope this was helpful. If you're a small YouTuber, let me know more about your channel and your niche because I'm super curious and I love getting to know you guys. And as always, if you love content about side hustles, personal finance, and productivity, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I am actually trying to post a video every single week this year. So all of your support and engagement really helps me here as a small YouTuber. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!